What do you say, guys? Old Mike doing a little ride along on my way to go pick up Mr. Kent. He got whacked in the head pretty good by a tree the other day. The winds are blowing pretty good. I'm gonna drive over to Mr. Kent's and he's gonna ride with me. I don't know if y'all noticed in that video the other morning, but that little spike buck, when he came out of the grass there, he was looking right at me. If that'd been a good buck, which I know's in there, I'd have been in trouble. I wouldn't have been able to get a shot. So I'm gonna go pick up Mr. Kent. He's gonna go for a ride with me over to town and get me a new tree stand. That way I can get it set up in there, and I'm gonna try to hunt this evening. At least I can get up out of off the ground, you know, where they don't come right in there and look right at you. So that's my goal for today, is get a tree stand, get it set up, and be in the woods by about 3:30 today. But I'm got high hopes. Here pretty soon, deer are starting to chase does a little bit. They're moving a lot more. Farmers are getting the crops out. That helps. And the temperatures right now, it's 11:30 Saturday morning. It's 59 degrees outside. We got severe storms moving in later on tonight. After 10 o'clock, I believe, is what they're saying. So hopefully this evening, with them storms getting ready to come in, that should have deer up moving. The temperatures have got the deer up moving. It's that time of year. We're starting to see the smaller bucks are chasing does around a little bit. You know, they don't know what they're doing, but neither do we. So it's getting that time of year. I'm gonna get after them. I got this week, I've got 2 archery tags left. I'm gonna try to get them filled up and done. Because Saturday morning is opening day of duck season. And I can promise you what's going to be going on Saturday morning with this old man. He's going to be in a duck blind shooting ducks. I was watching old Daddy Duck 365. If y'all don't have Daddy Duck, go check him out. We have a lot in common. He's a duck hunter. He shoots ducks. He doesn't only shoot green ducks, green-headed ducks. He shoots ducks, and that's the way I am. I have a preference on what ducks I like to eat better, but I'm not particular on if a duck comes in, and I can, and I will kill that duck because of one reason. I'm going to eat that duck. Now, I'm the same way with deer, but in Missouri we can't kill them unless they've got at least 4 tines on one side, so you got to be a little more particular about that. But if a big doe comes in, I'll promise you, she's legal and she will be in my freezer. If a legal buck comes in, I can promise you, he will be in my freezer. I don't cut them. I don't pick and choose. Now, like, you know, that little spike buck the other morning, he wasn't legal. They've got to have no more. They can't, if they've got more than 3 inches of antler on one side and less than 4 countable points on that side, he's not legal. You gotta let them go. Let them grow up. Shoot. That little deer wasn't but about 100, 120 pounds maybe. And you're only going to get about 30, 40 pounds of meat off of him. You shoot a 150, 160 pound doe, you're looking at a pretty good batch of meat you're going to get. That's what we're out there for. I know some people's out there for big antlers. I have no problem with that whatsoever. You know, I raised my kids. If that particular deer comes in and you know without a doubt when you pull the trigger you're going to be happy with that buck or that doe whatsoever, that's what you shoot. You It's not a matter of he's got to be a minimum of 150 inches. Can't eat them inches. All you can eat's the meat. And that's what I'm out there for. That's how I was raised. And I know there's a lot of people that'll argue with me, but I feel like if I purchase a deer tag and a deer comes in, I don't believe the 4-point restriction is a good thing in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Because I watched a 6-point buck for 4 years. When he was 2 years old, he was a 6-point buck, and when he was a 5-year-old, he was still a 6-point buck. And in my opinion, if you want trophy bucks, you got to cull that buck. But it's not legal to cull that buck because he doesn't have 4 on one side. So now you got that 6-pointer out there passing those genetics on to all these does he's breeding. And trust me, that was a dominant buck in that area. There were 8, 10, 12-point bucks. There was all kinds of bucks in there, but he was the boss. And he lived and passed on in his own time because he wasn't a legal buck to harvest. So what do? You let him go, let him breed them does. But in Missouri, you can't kill that buck. You can't get him out of the gene pool. Even though our conservation department is striving to make bigger bucks so they can make more money on permits. There's a big 6-pointer out there that for 5-6 years he bred a lot of does and passed those genetics on. But you can't kill him. But I'm a duck hunter and I'm a coon hunter. I deer hunt to fill the freezer. That's the only reason I deer hunt. I don't go out for trophy bucks. I've killed trophy bucks, and trust me, I've killed 2 deer that was over 130 inches. One was 174 and a half, one was 133 inches. But I've killed a ton of deer that was not. And you know what? I filled my freezer every year. We never got hungry. This old country boy ain't never gonna starve. Because I like to eat deer. It tastes good. Better than beef in my opinion. I kill ducks. I hunt ducks because they're a blast to hunt. And I love to eat them. I hunt doves because I enjoy eating them, and they're fun to hunt. But trust me, the fun don't come first. The food comes first. And then, it's fun gathering your own food. I like to fish when I'm not hunting. And you know what? I like to eat fish. I see a lot of people catching those great big fish and they turn them loose, and that's fine. But when I catch a good fish, I'm going to eat him. And I don't condemn anybody for turning them loose or keeping whichever ones they want. If you go out there and you catch that fish, if you want to eat him, eat that fish. But now I'm going to go pick up old Kent Roberts. I don't know, he's pretty sore. I doubt he's going to want to feel like helping me carry it up in there and set it up. But if not, I'll do it myself. I can still get around a little bit. But I wanted to get on here and say, hey, guys, if you don't have Timber Hill Redbones, go check her out. She's doing a giveaway coming up on a couple of hats. Check her out. Subscribe. Give her a big old thumbs up and tell her old Mike sent you over there. I don't do a lot of shout outs anymore because I've got so many friends that I feel bad leaving somebody out. I hate feeling bad for something, See old Mike Looney, River Rats Kennels. He called me this morning, wanted to go coon hunting up here tonight, but by the time I get done deer hunting and get back to the house, it's going to be 7:30 or so, and then we got them storms moving in. I really don't want him driving home in them storms. They're talking high winds, large hail, significant chance of tornadoes. Got a pretty good storm moving. But I remember back when I was young, the old timers always said that all your game moves ahead of a storm. So we want to get out there, and if that's the case, maybe that big old buck is slide in there. Old Mike will stick an arrow right in him. If not, there might be a big old doe come in there, and guess what? Old Mike gonna put an arrow right through her and put her in the barn and butcher her up. I don't pay nobody to do my butchering. I do that myself. You know, that's another thing, you know. A lot of people like that deer sausage, and I love it, but I can't afford it to have it processed. I just hang him up in the barn, skin him out, quarter him, and go to whittling on him till he's done. Takes a little time, but save a lot of money. I don't even know how much it costs anymore to have a deer processed. I've only done one, and that was back in '93, and it cost me $40, and I said, well, I ain't never paying that. And now I know it's 150, 200, it's got to be somewhere up in there. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and say hey to everybody. Give old Timber Hill a shout. Look at her channel, and you know, I'm getting ready to place an order, and I'll probably be doing a giveaway soon, because I'm placing an order. I believe it's for 30 hats and some more decals, and getting stocked up. I'm out of hats. I've done giving them all away. So, but yeah, look her up. Check out her channel. And if you need any shirts or hats or window decals or stickers, she does it all, guys. So, I'll jump off here. We'll catch y'all later. Y'all be good.